Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cowboys offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch.
There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Maldonado. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Peters. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Oh, that is one the defense would like to have back. 4th down. Just got to come up with one play. And the receiver is able to toe tap, stay in bounds, and get the first.
Got his man all by himself. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the...
Oh, a lot of space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ventura. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Intercepted, number 19. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
He'll throw it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Scanning the field, it's Peters. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Maldonado. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking to buy time. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hernandez.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He leaves it with his back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll pull it down. Bust through behind his pad. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Wants to throw. It's Peters. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. Looking for more room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll do it himself. Slithers into space.